Hello and welcome to the Scotia Tarot forecast. This is for Pisces and we're looking at July 2018 to December 2018, the full 6 months. I decided a couple of weeks ago that I really wanted to look and see where we were going for the next half of the year. For a lot of us, I think the first half of 2018 has been a struggle for many of us. I'm working with a lot of people who've got great ideas, great theories about what they're going to do, but actually making things happen is proving tricky. And I think for a lot of us it's exhausting. You know, we've been pushing to get things going, whether it's to do with personal life, whether it's to do with work, whether it's to do with home. It doesn't really matter what situation people have presented me with. They seem to have been really pushing, making a lot of effort for very little reward. So I just wanted to see if this was going to shift over the next 6 months, because it seems to have been with us a long time. So here we go. Let's have a look at what you've got and what's in store. And certainly for you, it's a bit wow, actually. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Chariot, and the Hanged Man. And it really is a wow. Something has been offered to you or is about to be offered to you, depending on when your birthday is, I think. That's amazing. It's like an almost a too good to be true offer. And it might be to do with certainly your emotional well-being, your home life, your general sense of security, but it's almost a bit out of the blue, really. So it might be an idea, it might be something really practical, but it will make you feel like, oh my goodness, I never thought that would happen. I don't think it's something really out of the blue like a lottery win. It's something more like an idea, a suggestion, or a change of circumstances that is quite amazing. And rather than jumping for joy, it actually floors you a bit. And I'm seeing that with the Four of Swords. I often look at the Four of Swords and I read it as a really time to take a break and have a rest, a darn good rest. Quite often after you put a lot of effort into a project or you've done something really challenging, you just need to have a rest. But this isn't like that. This is you actually almost being floored by the idea, stunned almost, and going, oh my goodness. And for a while, I'm looking in quite soon, July, August, early September, you might be just like a deer caught in headlights and just, oh my goodness, what does that mean? Because it's a bit stunning, really. So how to deal with that when this idea comes, or when this thought, it might be a thought that occurs to you or an idea that you've had, but the Knight of Cups coming in suggests it's from someone else or from somewhere else, an external. It might be a partner, or it might be a business contact that gives you an idea, or your husband or wife says, we could move to X, I've been offered a new job here, or this could happen. And so I'm seeing it as something outside of yourself, not really your own thoughts. You really will need to take stock and just maybe think about it. Maybe just take some time, lie down in a dark room and think about it, because it's really out of the blue. But have a look at the next card. We're looking at the Ten of Cups. Wow, wow, wow. This thing, when you've recovered from the shock, is amazing for you and your family and your personal life and your emotional well-being. And it's something that will make your heart sing. We've got such a happy card there, the Ten of Cups, home, family, happiness, whatever that means to you. You might live on your own with a cat. It doesn't matter if that is your idea of home and it's what you love. It doesn't have to be the traditional couple and the two children dancing in the garden. But whatever home means to you, it will bring you much greater happiness and emotional stability in your life, whatever is being offered. So rejoice in that. But of course, it's something new, so it will involve leaving something else behind. So we've got the Six of Swords here saying you will have to leave something behind. And you will have to move on from your present. You know, sometimes even the best change, you know, you hear about lottery winners moving into an amazing mansion, but they say, oh, they're going to miss their neighbours down the road, or they'll miss the local pub or whatever. It's a bit like that. You will miss something, but you have to make this journey. You have to move on, because it's all going to happen quite quickly. It will gain momentum. So we're looking towards the end of the year. So we're looking October, November. November is something, 2018, for a lot of the people that I've done readings for, 2018, November 2018 is going to be something quite extraordinary, I think, because the Chariot is movement, action, making progress, solid, good, quick, swift, successful progress. And that's roughly when you're going to feel this energy, this success, this movement, this change. And it's great, it really is. And it leads you to end the year, I was going to say hanging from a tree, no, we've got the Hanged Man, which is, you know, almost enlightenment. It's like you see the light in a way that you've never been able to before. Quite often in life, you know, you're bogged down with the day-to-day, the mundane, the routine, and you forget the bigger picture, that we're not here for very long on earth in terms of time. And we waste a lot of time. You know, you might be wasting time sitting looking at Facebook, or, you know, watching telly that is rubbish, and the time's ticking on. And then something happens to wake you up to the fact that life's short, but you've got so many possibilities, and it can be so much more than it currently is. And finally, by the end of 2018, you get that. You have got that. You have mastered that knowledge. You are not going to waste another moment of your life doing stuff that is a waste of your time, that you do not enjoy. You won't waste time being with people you don't want to be with. You won't waste time doing gardening if you hate gardening. You know, it's time to pave the garden if you're not a gardener. It's time to give up the jogging if jogging is just not your thing. Just let stuff go. We've got that Six of Swords. That's a real sign. Let the stuff that you don't like doing, the stuff that you don't want to see anymore, just let it go now and move forward with this new you. You've had an opportunity offered here for a different life, a different way of life, a different way of being. And by December, you will have realised how lucky you have been, and the way you've lived your life in the past is going to be very different from how you live in 2019. So I was going to pull a clarifier to look where we go next, but I just didn't want to, because I thought how amazing to end the year in a sense of enlightenment. That's very much what we've got with this Hanged Man. Somebody who's seen the light, who's willing to sort of step back and see things from a spiritual, higher perspective, to think outside the box, to step out of the mundane and just appreciate the bigger picture of life. And I just thought, what a way to end 2019. It's amazing. 2018, and to progress into 2019. So I haven't gone any further. So that's what we've got for you for the next 6 months. I'm really excited for you. And I will be back in a couple of weeks with your forecast for August. And I hope you'll join me then. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be sure to get that as soon as it comes out. That'd be great. And I look forward to being with you again soon.